The one genre of anime you'll never catch me watching because by god there are so many of them. If you thought Isekai was a final boss, you'd be wrong. It's a goddamn idols. I mean, they're always the same. You have a group of idols who try and be the very best, who sing very similar songs. You may have some differences in idols, like Zombieland Saga, which is just idols, but with zombies. It is by far one of my least favorite genres because I have almost no interest in watching them. But even I have to submit once in a while. Oshi No Ko, a story that will catch you off guard from the start. A story that the first chapter doesn't tell you what the story is about. I mean, we start off with an idol named Ai singing. Then we switch over to this doctor gaining this patient's personal bubble. This random doctor is named Goro, who just so happened to be in love, I mean really like Ai, because of this little girl. Next thing you know, Ai wants him pregnant, Goro will help her give birth, and then get shanked by some random degenerate who has a parasocial relationship with Ai. Then that same doctor gets reincarnated into his favorite idol's kid? What the fuck? This must be the hottest new isekai anime. I was a fan of an idol from another world, then I died just to become her child. When I was younger, this was what my friends and I used to talk about all the time. Not us getting shanked and getting reincarnated into a random child, and instead of us wanting to be the child of a 16-year-old, we wanted to be the child of Keanu Reeves.
You're breathtaking!
Once Goro died, he got reincarnated and became Ai's son, and that son's name is Aquamarine Hashino? What the fuck? As we see the story progress, we see Aqua become cold, calculated, cunning, and discreet. He transforms into a man willing to do anything to see his goals through. We follow Aqua as he wants to follow in his mother's footsteps and become an actor. And with that, we see him take his first steps into the world of entertainment. With this story, we get a behind-the-scenes look at the entertainment world. From not just the eyes of Aqua, but from the eyes of the people working in the industry. This story breaks down everything that it takes to become a successful actor, the path to get there, what type of problems you may face. It even brings a world of social media into the words, aka Twitter, where all the brain-dead people go to argue about a topic that should be common sense. And I guess they have YouTube too. This story doesn't just go over the acting field, it goes over idols, stage plays, reality shows, TV dramas, and even being a social media star. This manga shows you what it means to be the celebrity behind the camera, standing in front of thousands of people cheering you on. If you make a mistake, they will know. Everything has to go right or you might upset some people, receive negative comments, and even sometimes have a parasocial loser try to defend you saying you are their partner. Okay, I just threw that last one in there. But come on, it shows you what it takes to become a star and then the effect that it would have on an individual. It can cause stress, anxiety, depression, and even greed on top of whatever you had before becoming a star. This show isn't all dark and gloomy. There are bright moments in this show. This show doesn't shy away from showing you what things actually are, whether it's good or bad. Within the first couple of chapters, the manga began to break down the idol production, showing us that all the idols put on the stage is nothing more than an act, a lie to sell to us. In the beginning, we focus on Ai. She lives in a world full of lies, and to her, when she lies to her audience, that is her way of showing them love. The entire industry is filled with liars. They have to sell a character while singing. If they act out, it could end their entire career. If they speak out poorly, their fame can go out the window. If caught doing a dirty thing outside of your character, you may never return, and may end up having a crazed fan go on a rampage. The key to most fields in the entertainment field is lying. Lying to make people happy, to give them a story to want to watch, a character they want to root and cheer for. You can ruin your entire image with any wrong move. You can ruin your entire career if you take the wrong step. The entertainment industry is strict. It is a true struggle, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. You can pursue a career you truly enjoy, branch off into different fields within the career. The entire career of being an idol comes in the form of deceiving your audience to sell tickets to make the money, but the stress will always follow as the price goes up. In the first volume, the story dives into parasocial relationships and the effect it can have on each party involved. The person who developed it goes mental and starts believing they are actually friends with the person they like, all because they interact with them once. The idol they are admiring can develop issues with the person in a way that if they overstep can result in something deplorable. miserable. Adding on top of the stress that comes with the industry alone, the stress of never knowing what the person may do. And as the first chapter implies, anyone else who has a connection with the idol can be in danger as well. Even if it may be a minor role, they will take it as a sign of war and will only cause more harm. This story feels in touch with modern society, as we see idols getting judged for every action they may take, or people trying to make a name for themselves as a YouTuber or just in the social media field. What truly amazes me the most is the detail they go into with each field. It's honestly a real sight to be read. When I think about idol anime, I usually end up thinking there is a group of people who are attempting to pursue their career, their passion, and they attempt to try and be the greatest idol group or have fun with each other. But what I got with this series was just something that caught me off guard. I don't want to watch idol anime since they are just not my genre of anime. It didn't show a happy story, but instead we see the darker side of the Japanese entertainment industry, and more specifically the idols within it. Their personal life cannot leak. They can't have a valid relationship, can't have children without the entire career going down the drain. Everything they worked up to can be gone within an instant. You can have fans who grow parasocial relationships and could cause harm to you, which is a terrifying thought, but it happens in reality as well. You have streamers who have fans give up their entire life and start them since they are a tier 3 subber, and they think they deserve to have a relationship with you, and sometimes may even break into the house of the person they admire, or they might hurt them in a form of love. This story has dark undertones, giving you not just what the idols go through, but also actors, production teams, influencers, and so many other careers in the Japanese entertainment industry. The first volume alone of this story was extremely good and I loved it so much. I am not just excited for the anime, but I can't wait to read more of the manga. This manga is shaping up to be a masterpiece. This story has gotten me super invested, and honestly, I cannot wait to see where this manga will go in the future. The art in this manga is phenomenal. The character designs are stunning. The story is just fantastic. Hold on, why does the art look so familiar? Oh, because it's from the same creator Kaguya-sama. No wonder why it's so good.